The safety barriers around this junction are coated with a thin layer of zinc. If we look closely at the surface of the zinc, we see it's built up of many different patches. You can find this effect on a number of zinc-coated objects. The patches you see are crystals or grains of zinc. Here's a piece of a different metal. It's been machined along one edge. You can't see any grains in this surface. However, if we turn it over, it's quite a different story. This piece of metal has been broken in half. Along the broken edge, you can see some of the grains from which this material is made. All metals are made up of grains, although you'll rarely see them like this. In fact, with most metals, including this piece of aluminium, the grains aren't visible, not even on the surface. Here's a way of making them visible. First, we must give the aluminium a mirror-like finish. And there we are. Next, we treat the carefully prepared surface with a very powerful acid. Gloves are essential for this operation. As soon as the acids had time to react, the metal must be washed. It's then given a second treatment with another special chemical. We call this process etching. The particular chemicals used depend on the metal we're trying to etch. One final wash, and there are the grains. Grains of pure aluminium. They're all similar, both in size and in structure. They appear as different shades only because of the way they reflect the light. By etching, we can reveal the grain structure of any metal. Here's a different sample of aluminium. In this case, the grains are much larger and they vary in size. And here's a piece of copper. In this sample, the grains seem to get smaller as you get nearer the middle. Zinc, a sample whose grains are all shapes and sizes. But how do grains form? To find out, we've gone back to the stage when a metal is molten. In this furnace, the metal is aluminium. When the time is right, the furnace is tapped. The molten metal runs out along channels into molds to form huge slabs of aluminium. In turn, the solid slabs will be rolled into sheets. From time to time, a small sample of the molten aluminium is taken for analysis. The metal is poured into a mold and left to solidify. Now we can see what happens as the aluminium solidifies in a special film. At a number of points in the liquid metal, tiny crystals begin to form and grow. Each crystal grows outwards in all directions until it meets the surfaces of its neighboring crystals. In engineering terms, each fully grown crystal is called a grain. In this piece of solid aluminium, there's a very large number of grains.